So what's going on with y'all today? My fellow cultivators and my brothers and sisters. And I'll make it short and simple. You know, Jade Cargill. I actually whether it doesn't matter really or not. I pretty much saw this later on, but the tweet she just put out. Yeah, or y'all saw it or not, y'all can just go to her profile, Jade Cargill, and she said that obviously not all, because she did note that she says, "What's some of you's problem with black women wrestlers, or whether it's women or black wrestlers as a whole?" And the issue with that statement is just critically laughable, because if you look at it, I'll say this one pretty much out there big enough, you really gonna put that statement out there, and Sasha is literally, she has a Ariana kind of fan base, and whereas as if if you say anything about her fucking mob will scare you to death. Yeah, that kind of fan base. Yeah, like Sasha has cause I pretty seen it too. So, but you have like Sasha. She's one of the most popular, if not the popular wrestlers in the world. And you're saying like, obviously people have a problem with wrestlers, because it's not about that. Obviously, because some probably obviously there's still some racist individuals out there that's against black wrestling, or obviously just individuals that's against women's wrestling as a whole. But it's like she throws this statement. She just tweeted this statement out, and it just to just excuse around the fact that she's not getting over, because she has nothing about her that's relatable or interesting to even mostly the female audience, or just as a whole, or just like the audience. Because I'm pretty sure wrestlers up today, they have male viewers, but it's just nothing about her. Like I said, what I was saying, like that little bit where I was talking about, where I clicked into Twitter, it's like it gives me a sign too. Like when I said a woman wrestler, she said there's nothing interesting, or that key part of the half a part. She also said something about like CM Punk and everything like that. But she said there's nothing about the women's division in AEW that right now that relates to her, or it's not entertaining. It's nothing interesting about it. So it's very simple. It's like the reason, it's not that. Like let's say like these, when it comes to these particular wrestlers of why they can't get over it, it's like they wrap an excuse around the fact that they can't get over. And it's like, no, you can't. That's why wrestlers can't get over. This is the problem. This is the problem with wrestlers today, man. You too busy on social media instead of improving yourself. I don't know how long Jada's been into wrestling, but I catch on to wrestlers real fast, because how, obviously it's what it's about. Like I said, entertainment. Like I said, without wrestling being as big as it is today, that's why sports still wholeheartedly, or like still part of the entertainment. If you really want to get down to it, people love characters, people love drama, stories. And if you're not about that, then this isn't the place for you. You're not just going to get over it just with a few moves and like rah techniques. Like, no, you have to be you have to pertain to what people like, and people like characters that they can get into that relates to them. And it's like, I don't get, because I've been seeing it too. Like, even the moment now, because, it's even much more now modern. The almost a year I've been getting back into wrestling. It's just that these, like wrestlers like Young Buck, Top Dollar, and I won't say now Jade Cargill, and yeah, just wrestlers, they just use art to too much. Like I said, it's not a bad thing to be into politics, or calling out people like just like for their ignorance. It's just that if you're all the problem is like if you're all just about ignorance and drama, and playing just put trying to plaster an excuse to is why you're not getting over, and then maybe yeah you shouldn't be in wrestling. It's a simple fact. Like in a time that also like I've been watching Jade, it's like she's all yeah they're building up. I like the way they're building. Like I said, I like already the build of her, and the whole consensus and build of her around her. She's like this big badass woman that's just unstoppable, and she can eat through any wrestler right now. But it's just like yeah. She's getting there. I'm pretty sure she's gonna get there. I don't know. We had time will tell, but it's just like, where's her character? What's the story about her? And does she does she have, the Brock Lesnar, or I don't really know about that story. It's like just like, or just the plain simple fact that does she have a character, or story that anybody can get into? Like a move, a catchphrase. That you have these things matter. Like you have to come up with an idea that will garner a mass audience. That's how do you think The Rock got over? How do you think Rikishi got over? And they were black, yes, they were, because people like to fucking spit the shit up all the time that, The Rock is not Samoan, yes, but yeah, he's Samoan, but he's still half black. They still got over. Because like I said, without entertainment, that's probably the whole reason why I don't have to be, but it's what it's come to be. The whole reason why sports exist. If you don't have a character and moves, when it comes to wrestling, yeah, if you don't have a character, a story around you, moves, nicknames, catchphrases that people don't like about you, then it's like what? How are they gonna follow you? If you're just in the ring to just wrestling is everywhere. And people have seen that for years. There's like wrestling has changed, so just like every sport, but in this case, wrestling has changed so much. It's just like you can't expect to just for one aspect about you, or one ability to care that's going to expect you to carry you to get you automatically get you over. And that's not gonna how it works. That's not gonna be the key to get you over. It's like you have to have these other aspects to get over in wrestling. That's what wrestlers don't understand nowadays. It's become more political, and it's just about the fact, and more throwing their insecurities in from their personal life to mask around the fact that they don't have the abilities required to get over. Like I said, it's very simple. When I was talking about in AEW, it's like if you want to garner that large mass audience, then you need to have these things under check. And if you don't, then that's how you lose. That's how you're gonna lose in the long run. It's the same thing with Jade Cargill. You put the race card out here, and it's like, okay, yeah, there has been a community against black wrestlers, but it's like, not that it matters, but it's like Sasha. If that was the case, then Sasha, Big E, they wouldn't be as much as popular that they are today. That you can try to use every excuses in the world that you want, but if you don't have a character or charisma just a character in a story that anybody can't follow, then it's like, because like I said, there's, women, I've seen, women that's not interested in the product right now. There's nothing interesting about, like, y'all pretty much know I pretty much already got that already. There's nothing interesting about the women's division. It's just wrestling. People like Ruby Soho, and like I say, people like Ruby Soho, pretty sure Thunder Rosa, and Jade Cargill herself. But it's like, that's it. It's just wrestling. There's nothing, cinematic or interesting and get you invested. So you can't just cry about the fact and try and use an excuse to why that you're not getting over it when it's clear as day. You can look at the tape. I can go back and look over the tapes, and it's just like, you really gonna trying to use that as like play the race theme as to why women wrestlers are not over, or yourself is not getting over. It could be anything, because she said that wrestlers is not getting over. She said, what do y'all have against black women wrestlers? When that's not the case. Like I said, there's some, obviously, that pretty much still probably some that don't like women's wrestling or black women's wrestlers or black wrestlers. But it's like clear as day, if you don't have that character or, story about you, anything interesting about you. Because make no mistake about it, you're still in the entertainment world, and people want to relate to you. That's what all entertainment is about. It's not entertaining. It's the fact that people want to get involved within you. They want to relate. They want to have a character that they can like. It's very simple. It takes years, obviously, to get a character. It can take years, amount of time, and extreme amount of time to get over with, the audience that to have a character that they like. But if you bitch and moan about it, then you're not going to get any progress. So like I said, I'll go over NXT later, because it's probably pretty much, it'll probably be pretty horrible. I just don't feel like doing it right now, waste my time. But especially when I got other, matters to go after. So I just wanted to get this out though for y'all for today. So stay blessed, y'all.